rally, the public rally for the Congress candidate Supongmeren Jamir was held here just now at the supermarket in Dimapur, where Mallikarjun Kharge was supposed to attend as the main face of the rally. He's the president of the AICC, All India Congress Committee, but due to unforeseen circumstances, he could not make it. Apparently, he had a fever last night and could not make it today. But in his place, his representative in the face of R.S. Surjewala, he is the MP of the Rajya Sabha and also General Secretary of AICC. He was here where he spoke extensively and attacked the BJP government and also spoke on various aspects and assured Nagaland and its people, the Naga people, of many things, especially the peace talks where a solution would come through if the Congress gets elected. During the rally, the president of the RPP, Rising People's Party, Joel Naga, also spoke, where he took a jibe at the NDPP-led government by Niphu Rio, the chief minister, and he has said that chief minister is also a follower of the BJP and has done nothing for the people of Nagaland, and especially in terms of inclusivity and safeguarding the culture of the people. The crowd was massive here today in comparison to JP Nadda, the BJP president visit over here just a few days ago at Agri Expo. The crowd over here, the rally saw more than 2,000 people here, supporters of Congress candidate Supongmeren Jamir. Let's have a look at today's public rally.
Thank you all the public. Thank you so much for your partnership. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for speaking. Sir, we can see that the muscle power is there right now, but what about the money power? How is Congress going to tackle this on April 19th?
It's people's power of the Congress versus muscle power and money power of the BJP and NDPP. I assure you, every time the money power, which is attacking India's constitution and our cultural ethos, has stood against people's power have won in India as also internationally in every other country. I'm 100% certain that now that new name has been given to him, Mr. Superman Jamir will keep the Congress flag flying with the blessings of people of Nagaland, and Congress will emerge victorious. Prime Minister Modi's comment on electoral bond shows that electoral bonds were organized corruption and loot of people's resources. It was chanda do, dhanda lo. And it has been proved umpteen number of times by many journalists and investigative agencies that people who are given solid favors by Prime Minister Modi and his government, they were the ones who were donating bonds to BJP. It has also been proved that companies which did not have money to pay salaries, they were donating bonds. Has also been proved that fake and shell companies were donating money to BJP. It has also been proved that government policies were changed, and moment the policies were changed in favor of one company or the other, giving them monetary benefits of thousands of crores, they donated electoral bonds. So this is organized corruption at its nadir and would have to be investigated by the next government through the agency of a Supreme Court judge. Thank you.
Aji, moi khan Rising People's Party kile Congress ke support kore ase kole to. We stand on the same ideology, which is secularism, diversity, inclusivity, respect for minorities. Ito karone aji mohan Rising People's Party bhi Congress ke support kore ase aur Congress jitibo lage at all India level as well as in Nagaland. Mohan ito biswas pra kam kore ase aur ito biswas ase India Alliance India re jitibo aur Dimapur Nagaland re jitibo goina ase de. Moi ekta question apni khan ke hudu munja ase. Look at the crowd. thousands of people. Itu matlab apni khan Congress laga ideology. Nole mein Congress laga manifesto biswas kurina. Congress to naga manukani phal ase koi kina biswas kurina a manukan ase to. Just compare this with JB Nada's rally at Agri Expo. Tade kiman junaise? Ar kubito kiman junaise? 5 জন মানুহ আইছে আৰু নাগালে ফেস দেখা নাই এতে নাগা মানুহ খান বে আছে প্লে মানুহ খান বে আছে হলেবি কংগ্রেস লাগা আইডিয়োলজি কংগ্রেস লাগা ক্যান্ডিডেট সুপংমেরেন কে মরং করিনা আ মানুহ খান আছে দে আৰু মুয়া একটা কোশ্চেন আপনি গান হুদিউ মন যাদো নাগাল্যান্ডে বিজেপি লা কনসেনসাস ক্যান্ডিডেট কোন আছে Nagaland BJP la consensus candidate kon ase? Naga Manula consensus candidate kon ase? Supongmeren. Naga Manula consensus candidate ase de. Agri Expo de koise, mohla Deputy CM TR Zilembra koise. Are Congress aro RPP itu khan bra mohange harao paribo goa. That's what he said. It's an open challenge. Congress or RPP by kuna paribo de. Congress to party worker be nine. Congress to MLA be nine. 60 MLAs versus Supongmeren ase. Yes. 60 MLAs versus Supongmeren. Kon jidibo? Congress jidibo? Public jidibo? Congress to party worker nai de. Handicap ase. Holy public apni khan to Congress la party worker ase de. You are the party workers for Congress. And your presence here this afternoon is very, very important. It has boosted the morale of the Congress and all the right-thinking citizens in Nagaland. You are worth crores of rupees. Itia 60 MLA laga thaga manukhan, PDA government. What are they doing? Tagan ide boy lage ase to. They are afraid of people's power. পয়সা ভেগা শুরু হইছে ডিমাপুর দে একটা এমএলএ বর কইছে এনডিপি এমএলএ বর কি কইছে কোন কলোনি হাইয়েস্ট বেস্ট এনডিপি লা পারফরম্যান্স দেখাবো 25 লাখ দিব কইছে দাও কইছে না কোয়া নাই তাহান পয়সা বে খেল করা শুরু হইছে and in all the constituencies they will play with money. We don't have money, but we have the people with us. Yes? The people is with us. Itia Nagaland context is Aishagulito. The battle is between the RSS and the Naga people. The battle is between the RSS and Naga people. We cannot let them win at any cost. We have to vote. We have to go to our respective villages, to our polling booths, and we have to vote. Itia apni ka sob jane ase, moi apni ka ki sikaule kampi nai. They want to turn this country into a Hindu nation. For so many years, we have enjoyed the fruits of the Constitution of India, which is secularism and respect for minorities, especially religious minorities. Today they want to take away our rights. This cannot be allowed. Mokan collect a seat ase laga manu. But this one MP seat is very precious. The change will start from here. India re change kurubo guluto change to idebe shuru kurubo lage. This is a prayer, this is our wish. When secularism is removed from the Indian Constitution, we will become like the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. India will become like the Islamic Republic of Turkey. It will be a sham democracy. Russia nishna ho jabo. Russia the election nai. Election thaki shugule bi 80-90% Putin vote pai. Tai constitution to tweak kurigina, change kurigina ite do Putin to 30 years president hobola se. Amit Shah 2019 ki gushe. He said in 2019 Amit Shah said we will rule India for the next 30 years. At that time we thought, how is it possible? India is a democracy. Now the picture is very clear. Picture clear, Ushido. They will change the constitution. If they get 400 seats, they will change the constitution of India. And in 2029, if they win 2024 and change the constitution, 2029 there will be no more elections. It will be a walkover. And they will rule for the next 30-40 years. Nagaland bhabna kore sabi to? Bhabna kore sabi. Aro moi khan laga Mangala Chief Minister Rio ki wishe. Ta IGP paper di kushe. There is no persecution of Christians. Ta IGP paper di kushi do. Aur ta ki wishe kale parso. NPCC stands for Protection of Naga Faith and Identity kushe. Misas hai. Kote tai Naga Faith and Identity protect kushe. Mr. Rio. Mui dikhana hai. 20 years se dikhana hai. Tala term de. Christian persecution da ek par bhi hala kurishe. Hala kurishe. Assam healing practices da oppose kurishe. Anti-conversion laws are there in 12 states, including Arunachal Pradesh. Tai hala kurishe. Are kali proso JB nada aishe, luigina nature resort de bhat khilaishe, vegetarian food khilaishe, aloo gobi dal, naga managon sab aloo gobi dal khaishe idu din do. Hoye na hoye. Kele mein BJP to don BJP khan to vegetarian ase. To tagan vegetarian ase idu naga managon mein sab vegetarian khabo lage koi na. Vegetarian lunch to be hosted by Chief Minister Rio. Takishina apne khan dikshina. Ki landa ka faith identity la kotha uga ase. Mohalla are suruja wala to mui jane ase. Tai nagala mangso khabo la ase la jido. Yes sir. You will take non-veg food. That's what I promised them. IG Bible Purishe, Mohalla Reverend Yantang. BJP la rally the Bible Puriu Baribo. Tala meeting the Bible Puriu Baribo, pray guru Baribo. See, the issue is very serious. We are talking about cultural imperialism. Politically, they are going to control everything. What you eat, what you wear, what you speak. Tangkuru wala se. Amit Shah pra kushe Naga India de beef ban kurubo kushe. PDA government hala kurishe Quranai. Hindi impose kurubo kushe from class 1 onwards. Even in tribal states like Nagaland, Mizoram, Meghalaya, everywhere, Hindi impose kurubo kushe. PDA government hala kurishe hala Quranai. I think this is a wake-up call for all of us. In fact, this is a golden opportunity for Nagas to fight for our rights, to stand for our rights. Tagan ite Congress ke man ite kura ase. Are Narendra Modi, JB Nada, Amit Shah gan chartered plane ba aibo, rally ekta ete gurubo, are chera ni dikhe. Aro manu khang ya aloo gobi dal khabi goe. If you remember 1970s and 80s, Rajiv Gandhi aro Sonia Gandhi daijon mokchon de aigina jeep Rajiv Gandhi bara jeep chulaigina mokchon du tuinsang by road rasta nai du time de naga manuge morom kuregina ao laga chotor lagaigina Sonia Gandhi tagan iniga Nagaland bi tour kurishide. We don't remember those things, but we remember all the jumla, all the notanki, all the tamasha. Ita Modi government ki kura asa tamasha asa do. So let's remember what the Congress have done for this country and for this state. Ita aro ekta kotha moi gon jado. Laga UCC Uniform Civil Code manifesto olai she to manifesto olai di she takan 406 paishigulo lagabola ase Uniform Civil Code aile ki hobo jane moi khan naga manu khan do church te moi khan shadi kure do the pastor and the reverend gives you the marriage certificate. Uniform Civil Code aishigulito, your marriage certificate is no longer valid. No longer valid. Remember that. Uniform laws, but even if it's uniform law, it will be based on Hindu law. Abdullah marriage certificate to no longer valid. UCC laga, ido laga result to aibode. It's a church. BJP government ki kurishe. The Church of North India. Takala funding bon kurina ase. Just 1 week back, the Evangelical Churches Society of India. Takala funding bon kurina ase. The Catholic Churches of India. Takala funding bon kurina ase. And do you believe in Mr. Rio when he says that Christians are not persecuted? He hasn't raised even a single voice against these draconian laws. And what is he talking about? Taiki kushe. Nagaland tahan 60 MLAs to jama ado Naga solution anibo kushe. Are 2003 the Chief Minister Dagishe, Tade Charter Pasta faction Dagishe, Tala term de 21 years there, 24 factions we share. That's his Naga solution. Or Taiki Kunibera say, Tai agenda Kunai, Naga solution, or Tuida Kotado. Congress is playing with religion card. Tai to Kunibera Sido. Religion card ko line beraise. BJP, Modi's government in 2014, they came to power on Hindutva agenda and Hindutva philosophy and manifesto. And they have been persecuting minorities, destroying churches, passing anti-conversion laws and different kinds of laws. And Rio thinks that BJP is not anti-Christian. Ito hosa se. Today, I get healing services like Assam the healing services. Hey, moi to Naga manu ki bomb kurlish de. Arunachal de anti-conversion law ase. Manipur de Christians can get persecuted kure ase. 249 churches burned down. Assam de Healing Practices Act lagaise. Nagaland ki bomb kurlish do. Mr. Rio did not condemn even he did not condemn the carnage in Manipur when 249 churches were burned down and Christians were chased out from Imphal Valley. Tai ekta kotha bi kona de. And he has the audacity to say that BJP is not anti-Christian. Are? Itia Food Security Act. Kumba YouTube channel kali perso. Taonde bera ina amag hangi interview kurishe. Amag interview kuri ina Kongi vote dibo gishile do amado very innocent. Tai BJP ki dibo gishe. In fact, she said Modi ki dibo gishe. Kile Modi ki dibo hudishile. She said Modi to mohange chawal de do gishe do. Tai nu gishe. Chawal do chawal naga manu chawal khado Food Security Act through Food Security Act pra aishide. Food Security Act to UPA government Congress government time they pass kurishde in 2013 before Modi came to power. And through this Food Security Act, dukhya manukhan chawal paya ase. School state midday meal scheme paya ase. Holebi Modi credit lulishe. Aro RSS khan Nagaland de kam kura manukhan do dukhya manukhan ke brainwash kurigina. Itu sab Modi la chawal ase de koi na bera ase de. Eto mesa ase de. Naga manukhan janebi chawal do Congress pa nish de. Ite Nrega la fund ko la time de aishe. Itu bi Congress la time de aishe. Aro itu bi Modi la time de time naam change kurishe Mahatma Gandhi lagaigina Nrega banaigina aro itu shuru huye. As if he's the initiator of this idea. Itia YouTube channel khan muge bishi interview hudiye. Are Modi government to rasta banai dishe development iman ani ase. Hudido. I just want to tell you, in 2013, when Congress was ruling this country, it was a $2 billion economy. It's 2023. It's now $3.75 billion economy. Modi government has resources in its hands. To itu paisa pra development nukurile ki kurubo? Itu paisa pra Nagaland develop nukuru gulile ki kurubo to? Adani ki di dibo negi? Itu paisa to sab Adani ki dibo? Modi la kam kiya ase, any government la kam kiya ase to bring development. Whole development hoje gulibi. You have to understand one thing. 80% of the tens of thousands of crores which is poured into the northeast goes to Assam. 15% will go to Arunachal. And the crumbs, choto moto, 10% Mizoram da aibo, Nagaland da aibo, Aro, Meghalaya jabo. You call this development? This is discrimination. Absolute discrimination. And we think we have been brainwashed to think that BJP is bringing development in Nagaland. Anyway, there's no development in Nagaland. Thanks to BDA government. So our fight is on two counts. One, we have to defeat the BDA candidate. For the first time, Rio is going to be defeated. Can Rio be defeated? And we have to ensure that India Alliance comes to power. So, we bishi time to share. Only those are the gist. Aro, kiman we can either rally the halakure thakilebi. Nijo jagaran na jaishiguli do. Supongmeren saptunda na jidibude. The voting percentage has to be above 85%. Voting percentage has to be above 85%. Ara geri gwanishna. Apni khan pura ajibra Congress la worker wish they go to your respective villages and tell the villagers, convince the village elders to vote for Congress. Eta ekta slogan mari sabo. BJP hatao, desh bachao ko bide. BJP hatao, BJP hatao. Long live! Long live! Thank you.
Amarbi, I am just one among you. Ami apni laga apni ka nisinahi ekla ase. Holibi apuni amakan sob miligina to hole kille Nagaland panabo nabaribo. Kille amar laga generation ki save kuribo nabaribo. Amar Naga mano Christian to hole 95% goy believer. Aro 5% amar minority kan asido. Naga manukan dole tradition, custom. Tadi taga manukan dole 99.9 tradition or custom di taga manu asido. 1% dole minority kan asido. To minority naga manu 100% miligina ekta BJP RSS India laga candidate, India Alliance laga PTA candidate. Kundu manu bal candidate to bishi bal manu holibi party bishi biadi jaise itu party against bra amang sob kara kurigina itu party ki do khirai dibo lage. Kile khirai dibo lage? Chief Minister Itya Kwanisina Tai NDTV Regional Party Naga Karoni ase Naga Custom Culture Karoni ase Koigina Karakura Nohoigina Amakangi Kuri Maribuli Ruki Taga Pandigina Rakibuli Taga Taigan 60 June ki Pandishe Amakangi Pandibuli Tibole PGB Dole Anti-Christian Nohoi Goes Anti-Christian in Nohoi Goes anti-minority भी न हो ऐसे ताई कुबो बोले अमी NDTV तो नागा मनु लगा से तो कुबो लगे किले BJP लगा पाल को ऐसे अमागन ताईगन पंडित ना रखी सी तो तिबुदी CM TR जिलें की को ऐसे election time दी धर्म लगा कोता कोई ना की किले नो कुबो अमाला धर्म बिलाई तिबुले कुरे ऐसे तो धर्म कोता किले नो कुबी को ऐसे Amala torang bilai di boleh takkan khusus kurea sedo. Amar tiba di same wife beton ki khusus. Itu village council chairman kange insult kurea sedo. CB kange insult kurea sedo. Amar youth polling agent kange insult kurea sedo. Aro public amang sob ke insult kurea sedo. Public kan cabule dibi. CB aro kambura kan polling agent. Council member mari boli TV. Oshido amar laga state PTA government opposition list government laga target dui ase. Amagan sob ke insult kure ase. Amagan ki tu party jabi ko ase. Aro chibi kan council kan bi insult kure kina youth polling agent kan bi insult kure kina tumi kan do amang ki ko bo kure bo lage. Idu bra tumi kan bra police station kop kure bi ko ase. Aman tadi takibo nanda takibo. Aman laga precious wood khas kurubo do na. Amagan itu chi holibi. Aman so milikina itu social. Itu distraction do amagan pilai dibo. Aro kuan isina amagan judi itu barele mani. India block. Amar yadi itu naga manu laga kota kuribo karuni apuni kan bera naga manu kan so milikina amigi olai dile ami more than 20 lakhs people voice to loi jabo I'll be the person till the last of our goal to be achieved ami hala kuribo kota kuribo Aro ami I'll be always with our Naga people, with always with the minorities. Sir, the peoples of our state has gathered here, and we have a very common cause. Now we all are gathered here to fight for our rights. We want to have our own religions. We want to have our own culture and customs. We want to protect the minorities. And we want to save the democracy. we want to have, and we are the lovers of the peace. So we want that if India bloc comes, if the Congress party comes to power in the center, we have two agreements, the 2015-2017 agreements, now the recent creation of EMBO issues. So since you are here on behalf of our President, we like to request you to carry our sentiments, and our people has truly committed to fight for our rights till the last breath. And with this, definitely the Congress party, the secular party will going to win and will bring a colorful results to our high command. We need your blessings, and with all this, we want to assure, if once the Congress party comes to the power in the center, and if you give a confidence on me, amakan ulale, itu kan kuribolibi papi asete, to expand Nagaland University into a center of excellency for Christian education and cross-cultural studies. Number 2, expedite promotions of language such as publications of dictionaries, documentation of traditional knowledge all over Nagaland. Number 3, increase agricultural productivity and proper post-harvest facilities and promote the integrated agricultural policy that builds upon people's knowledge, practice, and institutions. Number 4, discourage nepotism and favoritism and government appointments, contracts, and promotions, undermining the meritocracy and public trust in administrations. Number 5, to streamline contract and executions of civil works by giving opportunity to local contractors and youth workforce. Number 6, to safeguard basic rights of the minorities in Nagaland and promote the interest for a vibrant society, including the education facilities. We are going to seek the extra allocations from the center for the minorities, for the education facilities also. To bring reforms and rehabilitations and banking sectors for the 4 sections of the state. Finally, retired, for those who have retired and having not allowing the old pension schemes, kintu nutun ola pension scheme kagina 33,000 people are amar laga ex-servicemen ase. Itu kan karoni judi Congress aro India bloc government ahi jai, with the help of our high command, will see that all pension scheme do aro duibar ani dibo. Itu kan sob loi kina amakan kam kuribo, sob to thik kuri kina naga manu pana manu ase. Amar Christian community fight kure ase, culture custom karni fight kure ase, minority karni kara kure ase kubo karni. Every one of us, and special appeal to all of you, that Home Minister Deputy CM Brakwa Nishina, Chairman Gangi Palguri Kubi, Eta Deputy CM Brak Chairman Ge Insol Group Nidibi, Abni Solonda Naga Manu Laga, Naga Laga Culture Solonda Manu Ase, GB Gibi Insol Group Nidibi, our especially youth. Abnerangi polling ko privy kwado. Now you take it in a positive that each one will have the opportunity to cast a vote in favor of the secularism party. Thank you.
Kharge ji, was supposed to be here, and this program was decided just day before yesterday. And yesterday night, he developed fever, and still he was trying to come, but due to the doctor's advice, he couldn't land here. And so, Surjwala Sarji is amongst us. I also want to thank all of you. Within 2 days' notice, getting such a huge crowd in Nagaland itself is a big salute to all of you. Thank you very much. We have given a very young, dynamic candidate to you, Supongmeren Jamir. I popularly call him SS Jamir because I find his name very difficult to pronounce. But his popularity was seen by Rahul Gandhi during the yatra in which Rahul Gandhi ji spent nearly 3 days in Nagaland. So first of all, let me thank all of you for the love that you have given to Rahul Gandhi ji during his 3 days stay in Nagaland. He referred the love of each of you in every state he entered, and he appreciated the entire team of Nagaland Npcc under Mr. Jamir, who has given them so much of love, encouragement, because his yatra started from the northeast. After Manipur, he entered Nagaland, and he has taken all love and energy from you to travel all the way up to Mumbai. So thank you very much on behalf of Rahul Gandhi ji once again. Dear friends, our Mr. Joyer has already spoken a lot of things, so I don't want to repeat, and I don't want to come in between Randeep ji and all of you. I will just take 3 minutes. Today's election is very, very important and a special election. After this election, if all of us make mistake, we don't know whether we will get another election in this country, whether we will get a voting right to vote in the next election. Nobody is sure whether next election will happen in this country. By mistake, if the RSS led by BJP's Narendra Modi ji comes back to power, they are demanding 400 seats. But looking at the conditions all over India, people have understood their jumla. The big responsibility on the people of Nagaland, because all the minorities are under attack. Your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, your children were killed, were attacked in various parts of this country under the BJP rule. So it's a time that you stand for what has happened in Manipur, what has happened in Assam, what is happening in Jharkhand, what is happening in Madhya Pradesh, what is happening in Uttar Pradesh and various parts of the countries. I know Mr. Rio is saying nothing is happening in Nagaland. To safeguard Nagaland people, we don't need Rio. People of Nagaland are sufficient, self-sufficient to protect themselves. But they will vote for their sisters and brothers who are being harassed, tortured by this BJP rule in other part of the country. And it is your responsibility and it is your duty. I know today youths are angry in this state. Students are angry in this state, and Rio is aware of this. He is telling everyone that youths and students are not going to vote us. But they have already planned, they know that they are going to lose. They are pressurizing various village groups for booth capturing and for bogus voting, what we call proxy voting. So I want to appeal you. I want to appeal each one of you. You have to be watchguard in every village, on every booth. Yesterday, we met the Chief Electoral Officer in Kohima. We told him the list of villages, list of booths where they have already planned for the booth capturing. They have assured us they will do everything to prevent this booth capturing. But I want support from all of you. It is the time that we stand united. It's time that we don't waste even one vote. It's a time that we protect our booths so that the REO's people, the RSS people, the BJP's people don't come and vote on your behalf. The Deputy Chief Minister's video is already out. The Election Commission has already taken the note of it. But it is our duty to see that our young man will represent you in the parliament. And I can assure you that he is very dynamic, he is very intelligent, and he will represent you in the next cabinet of Congress government at center. And that is why it is again big responsibility for all of you to vote Mr. Supongmeren and make him your representative in the parliament. I don't want to take more time. I just want to thank once again all of you and entire our PCC team for doing this wonderful job in just 2 days' time, and want to thank you once again to all of you. Now it's a fight between all the 60 MLAs, entire BJP's central government, including Modi, and it is the fighting with people of Naga. The Nagaland versus 60 MLAs versus BJP government. You have to tell me today, who is going to win? Who is going to win? Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, Nagaland. Good afternoon, Dimapur. How are you? I haven't heard you. Say loudly. How are you? President of the Congress Party and our youthful candidate, Mr. Supongmeren Jamir. I think we should rename him as Superman Jamir. My colleague, AICC in charge, Nagaland, Girish Chodankarji, AICC Secretary, my colleague Ranajit Mukherjee ji, our working president, Mr. Kheri Tono ji, the president of the Rising People's Party of Nagaland, Mr. Joel Rangma, Mr. S.I. Jamir, Mr. K. Tori, Mr. Nilo Rangma, my friend Apok Jamir, Mr. Jakilo, and all the dignitaries on the dais, as also all the friends of the dais. Let me take this opportunity to welcome you on behalf of Mr. Rahul Gandhi, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, and all of us from the core of our heart for being here today and for ensuring that Nagaland is going to win in this parliament election. India is going to win in this parliament election. My salutes to each one of you and my heartful thanks to each one of you. As my friend said, President of the AICC, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, wanted to be here today. He had some fever and asked me to come. I feel myself privileged and lucky. Friends, what is this election about in this country? What are we fighting for? Why is each one of you here? Why is Mr. Rahul Gandhi traversing across the length and breadth of the country, spreading a message of love and compassion, inclusion and inclusivity? That's a question that each young men and women, not only of Nagaland but for the entire country, must ask themselves. We have to save. India is under attack by Modi government today. India's constitutional ethos are under attack by Bharatiya Janata Party and RSS today. India's pluralism is under attack by the BJP and RSS. India's diversity is under attack by BJP and RSS. India's varied ethnicity is under attack by BJP and RSS. India's constitution, which is the foundation of all its ethos, is today under attack. And the responsibility lies on each one of us, on me, on her, on him, on each one of us, to rise together in unison and to say, India will not be divided by this sinister design. BJP is propagating today, along with its multiple allies, a culture of hate and division. BJP is attacking ethnic diversity and identity. BJP is attacking cultures and subcultures of millions and millions of Indians. BJP is also attacking, as my friends were pointing out, our dress codes. What are you going to wear? They are telling us women cannot wear jeans. They cannot wear dresses. They have to dress in a particular fashion. I have to dress in a particular fashion. You have to dress in a particular fashion. They want to tell us that. My friend Joel was saying, BJP wants to tell you what to eat. I am incidentally, Joel, a vegan. But it does not matter if I can have a cheese sandwich and you can have a chicken sandwich. I have absolutely no problem, for I am Congress. That's the exact difference. BJP is also attacking various ethnic languages. BJP is attacking customs and traditions. And where is it emanating from? Friends, this is emanating from the attack on India's constitution. For India's constitution, which the Congress party gave us, is the repository of diversity, repository of pluralism, repository of secularism, and that is under attack. And that's why Mr. Rio will not tell you, but BJP's Union Minister Anant Kumar Hegde says, if we come to power this time, they will change the constitution. BJP's candidates, Jyoti Mirda, Lallu Singh, Arun Govil, every day repeat to the people in their respective constituency, vote BJP to power, they will change the constitution. We laid down our lives. India's people, India's freedom fighters laid down their lives. For what? So that each one of us can live in this free land together and in a cohesive fashion. And that is what is under attack. Friends, there are two models in India today. One is the BJP and NDPP model. Some of it was said today, but I want to paraphrase it for you. NDPP, BJP model is dictate, impose, force, intimidate. Modi model is dictate, force, intimidate, impose. What is the Congress model? Compassion, love, dialogue, listen, and find a solution. That's the Congress model. It was rightly said by my friends Girish here and by other speakers. NDPP, BJP have 60 MLAs today. They have a chief minister, they have two deputy chief ministers. They have a prime minister. They have the entire councils of ministers. Yet why can't they deliver? Please remember in 2023, what did NDPP say? They said elections for solutions. And today what does NDPP stand for? No Direction Propaganda Party. NDPP. It has now become a no direction propaganda party. And who is it in league with? And who is it in league with? BJP. बहुत झूठी party. So you have a बहुत झूठी party and you have a no direction propaganda party. They are a recipe for doom. But we will not let this happen. the people of Nagaland and people of India will not let it happen. I'm sure about it. I ask myself, as a citizen of this country, if they have chief minister, if they have two deputy chief minister, if they have entire assembly in their pocket, if they have parliament with them, if they have prime minister, if they have council of ministers, why can't they find a solution to the problem of the Naga people? Naga peace solution, please remember, it was started in the 1990s and went through many prime ministers, including Congress prime ministers. Finally, they signed the 2015 framework agreement. Modi ji asked, I remember, he called one day, very excitedly, he called Sonia Gandhi ji. Oh, we've done the deal and it will be implemented tomorrow. Mr. Modi, it is 2024 now. Where is that framework agreement? Has anybody seen more than one page of that framework agreement? What are the contours of that agreement? Why has it not been implemented? When will it be implemented? What is the subject? Does it have a date or it is an undated agreement? The truth, my friends, is the agreement has also again become a jumla of Modi. For nothing has happened since 2015 up to 2024. As against this, when Congress government was there, Rajiv Gandhi ji entered into the Assam Accord and solved the Assam problem. He did the Mizo Accord, solved the Mizo problem. He did the Punjab Accord and solved the Punjab problem. I assure you, the day Superman Jamir is in Parliament, with your blessings, we will be able to solve to your satisfaction this issue also. Friends, I also want to say something about Article 371A. Please remember, in 1962, I was not born. Most of these young people here were not born. But the truth is that the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the Congress party, gave us Article 371A of the Constitution. While some of us take it for granted. But what is 371A? It protects Naga traditions. 371A protects Naga culture. 371A protects our customary law and practices. 371A protects ownership and transfer of land. 371A protects the Naga way of life. And 1963, Nagaland came into being, founded upon that principle. But BJP wants to change the constitution. I want to say today, as a responsible Indian and as a responsible citizen, what will be the first thing that will happen? The day constitution will go, Article 371A will go. They will attack your customs. They will attack your practices. They will attack your customary law. They will attack your language. They will attack your culture. They will attack your subculture. They will attack your language. This is what we are trying to protect. For we believe that every Indian household, whatever his features may be, somebody may be short, somebody may be tall, somebody may be fair, somebody may be dark, somebody may look like one set of features, another one may have another set of features. Everybody is an Indian and have a right to cohabitate. Can NDPP protect the constitution? I ask yourself, can they stand against Modi and say constitution can't be changed? The answer, my friends, is no. Only Congress can do it. Only Superman Jamir has the capacity to stand in Parliament, stand and speak on your behalf and protect Article 371A. And that's not all. Modi government now wants to abolish the free movement agreement with Myanmar. Amit Shah said this on 21st of February in Guwahati this year. I ask you, each one of you, what will happen to our relatives and friends and families who live across the border? I ask each one of you to ponder over what will happen to our free trade with Myanmar. I ask each one of you, What will happen to your right to go freely up to 16 kilometers into their territory and if need be get a pass to stay for 2 weeks in that country? Can NDPP protect this right? Can this right be taken away without appropriate consultations? Should the borders be sealed without the consent of the people of Nagaland as also other states? Should the tradition and practices, should the families across the border not be permitted to cohabitate and live together? These are questions that can only be answered by dialogue and discussion. It's not that Amit Shah, the Lord, one day comes to Guwahati and announces that the border will be sealed. Does Mr. Rio have the guts to rise up and tell Mr. Amit Shah and Mr. Narendra Modi that they will not be part of NDA if they proceed to do so? The answer is clearly no. Only Mr. Superman Jamir can do it, I assure you. He can protect your rights. My friend Mr. Joel was talking about Uniform Civil Code. Since I am also a student of the Constitution, I want to tell you, the Constitution framers kept it as part of the directive principles of state policy for a reason. Uniform Civil Code cannot be imposed. It has to be a process of dialogue, discussion, and complete agreement with everybody. But what does the BJP manifesto say? They will impose now the Uniform Civil Code. Can Uniform Civil Code, which is directive by nature, which is conciliatory by nature, which is founded upon dialogue and discussion by nature, how can that be imposed? What will happen if such a code is imposed? Perhaps Naga customs will be abolished. Perhaps Naga culture will be assaulted. Your customary law will definitely be abolished. Your right over land will definitely be taken away. I ask myself and I ask each one of you, friends, let's ponder over it. Can NDPP protect it? I ask you. Do you believe that Mr. Rio can protect it? I don't think so. The answer is clearly no. The only people who will stand and say there cannot be no compulsion, no imposition, and everything has to be through dialogue and discussion, and without Naga people's consent, it cannot be done. BJP is also now promising CAA. We saw what happened to our brothers and sisters in Assam, even to our Hindu brothers and sisters in Assam, to our Bengali brothers and sisters in Assam. Thousands and thousands of them are still in camps. Each one of you will then have to prove your residence. We'll have to prove your lineage. We'll have to prove, even my friends of the media, you will have to prove that you and your forefathers are original resident of this land. Does everybody have property papers? Does everybody have proof of from their grandfathers, great-grandfathers' time? The answer is clearly no. This is your land. And that's why Congress party said CAA cannot be discriminatory. It cannot become a tool to deny original people of the land their right to the land and their rights over the land. I ask you today, can Mr. Rio stop it? Can NDPP stop it? The answer is clearly no. For only when Mr. Jamir's voice will join hands with Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's voice and Rahul Gandhiji's voice in parliament, that no such imposition will happen, I assure you today. My friends, much was spoken about the crimes that are being committed, the state-sponsored crime or state-instigated crimes against minorities. And not only Christian minorities, Sikh minorities are under attack. In Punjab, when farmers go and ask for their rights, the Sikh farmers are branded as Khalistanis and terrorists by the BJP leaders. Buddhists are under attack. Muslim minorities under attack. Christian minority is under attack. My friend here, Joel, was saying that in Manipur about 249 churches were burned. I was reading a report, Joel, and I was telling that to Mr. Jamir. 649 churches were burned down in Manipur. Many other places of worship of other religion and communities were burned down. Did Prime Minister Modi say a single word? Did Prime Minister Modi decide to visit Manipur? Did he ever express sympathy for women who are being paraded naked? The answer is clearly no. The BJP government looked the other way, and a newspaper report today say Assam Rifles gave a presentation to Government of India and said all this was happening with the complicity of the BJP Chief Minister of Manipur. How can we tolerate it? Does it not impact people of Nagaland? Does it not affect your sentiments? And this is not all. 287 are the number of attacks on Christians in Uttar Pradesh alone in 2023. A man dressed as Santa Claus is beaten up in Vadodara, Gujarat. In Periyapatna, Karnataka, a church is vandalized and an ideal of Christ as an infant is broken down and thrown away in the gutter by the same forces that Mr. Joel was referring to. In Delhi, a church built on government land is bulldozed without even a notice to them. Does everybody, the Hindus, the Muslims, the Christians, the Sikhs, the Buddhists, the Jains, the Parsi, do we not all have a right to practice our religion under Article 25, which is a fundamental right? That's why I'm saying Constitution is under attack today. In garb of the law on religious conversions, Christian missionaries are targeted every day. If something wrong is done, please let the law take its course. But do not target them because they belong to a particular religion. Does it not stir your emotions? Does it not impact you? Does it not affect you? Has Mr. Rio ever spoken a single word about assaults being done on minorities across the country? The answer is clearly no. He cannot speak, for he is being held captive by Prime Minister Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party. What did the NDPP do? They did nothing. My friends, in the end, I only want to say one thing. In Nagaland today, there is a syndicate running. That syndicate is not of BJP, NDPP alone. They are the lords and the masters. That syndicate is of extortion. That syndicate is of corruption. That syndicate is of markup prices. I was checking with Mr. Jamir today. Just to give you, somebody wants to construct a house. The iron bars cost almost 55 rupees a kg in Dimapur today, while they cost 30 rupees in Delhi. Why? 25 rupees can't be the cost of transportation, and anyway we don't have steel factories in Delhi. Most of them comes from Odisha, which is closer to you than to New Delhi. Is it not clear? Is it not correct that it's impossible? The highest price of bricks anywhere in India is today in Nagaland. It is impossible to buy sand. For ordinary people to construct a house, to buy minimum basic needs of the household have become impossible. And unemployment is at its nadir today. I was trying to look at the data for Nagaland. The graduate unemployment rate is 40%. The postgraduate unemployment rate is 45%. What will happen to thousands of these young men and women if they can't find good life, good living, a job, a respectable livelihood and a respectable way forward? There are 70,442 people registered in the unemployment exchanges in this small state. For every 50 government jobs, 14,000 young men and women of Nagaland, they write an exam and still they don't get government job. For Rio government only believes in backdoor entry. So the young men and women of Nagaland are losing now hope of ever getting a government job. Do we want such kind of government? On the other hand, look at the Congress guarantees. Shri Rahul Gandhi, Shri Mallikarjun Kharge, we have released a manifesto which we call the Nyay Patra. Nyay Patra means a clarion call for justice. We promise to you, Mr. Modi has not filled up 30 lakh government jobs in India. 30 lakh. 4 lakh railway jobs are vacant. About 3 lakh army and armed forces jobs are vacant. We promise to you that day a Congress government is installed in Delhi, within 1 year we will give 30 lakh government jobs to young men and women of this country. Not only that, the most challenging part in Nagaland has been, how do you do entrepreneurship? How do we ensure our young are skilled? How do we ensure our young are trained in search of a better life? So Congress has come with a plan. There is Apprenticeship Act in this country, which is unused. Congress government in Delhi will pay to every young men and women a apprenticeship training job and will pay 1 lakh rupee directly